What's up, YouTube? My name is Vinny Fraser, also known as Vincentius Music, here with my beautiful fiance,
Becca.
And we are Real Blow.
Wow.
We're keeping that one.
Okay.
What's up, YouTube? Thanks for coming to our channel today. Real reaction. Fuck.
We're keeping that.
Real here, and today we're getting back into some Ben Shapiro reacts to more insane woke TikToks of Volume 4. These have been extremely funny to watch for us, and his reactions are priceless. And you guys seem to be liking them as well. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like the video in the description that we are reacting to, and don't forget, if you change your perception, you could change your reality. Ben Shapiro, welcome back, man. Let's get it.
They're making me do it again. My producers have brought forth the crazies of TikTok, a place that is the home of apparently an enormous amount of mental anguish, discontent. It's good times all the time on TikTok, so let the torture begin. This video is brought to you, sadly, by ExpressVPN.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
I'm Cody, pronouns em, ers, or zem, zers, or really any neo-pronouns that aren't ze, her, hers. I am a...
It sounds like a fucking Dr. Seuss book.
ers, or zem, zers, or really any neo-pronouns that aren't ze, her, hers. I am a white, transmasculine, femme, non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, cultural...
Stop it, bro.
Mostly able-bodied.
Yeah, that's so when she goes to work, she can say, I can't take that trash out. Anyways, listen, I respect everybody in all cultures and genres, and fucking you believe whatever the fuck you want, but this shit is stupid, man. This shit is fucking stupid.
Neurodivergent?
Golly.
That aren't ze, her, hers. I am a white, transmasculine, femme, non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent in mental health recovery.
Main factor, mental health recovery.
Jesus.
Does she introduce herself that way at parties? Sorry, does EMIers introduce this way at parties? I'm trying to do the pronoun thing. I'm having a tough time. Okay, so let's go through this list a little bit. You're temporarily mostly able-bodied, so like what does that mean? Like you stubbed your toe this morning or what?
I'll have you know, I stubbed my toe last week, and I only cried for 20 minutes.
So some of these things are actual medical, like, diagnoses, right? Obsessive-compulsive disorder is an actual medical diagnosis. Chronically ill is sad. Culturally Jewish, I'm gonna go not smudge.
My culture is not a costume.
Non-monogamous, and demi-low romantic. Demi-low, like, you like Demi Lovato?
Yeah, pansexual.
It's hilarious.
I got nothing. Cat parent was the thing that explained it. You don't need all the rest.
My girlfriend and I were talking about, hypothetically, if we got married, would you take my last name? Obviously, no, we're feminists. That's not what we're trying to do. But then I was like, okay, so you're going to keep your last name, which is actually, that's actually your dad's last name. So you could take your mom's last name, but that's actually her dad's last name. And it goes on and on it goes. And I realized there's no such thing as a female last name. Like, they just simply don't exist because patriarchy.
Okay, so let me begin with, I think his girlfriend lives in Canada.
She goes to another school.
I don't believe him that this is a conversation that happened in real life as he talks about being a feminist on his flamingo sheets. So I don't believe him that he has a girlfriend.
Liar!
And the reason that the woman generally took the father's name is so the child would take the father's name, which was important because you can establish the maternal lineage of a child by the fact that the child was in the mom's body. But it's harder to establish the paternal lineage of a child without the last name being applied to the kid. That's the actual reason why paternal names became a thing.
Patriarchy.
What do you think is the number one contributing factor to global warming? Agriculture? The fashion industry? Something else? I'll tell you a secret. It's the U.S. military. The U.S. military is the world's largest consumer of oil. It's the world's biggest polluter. Our armed forces create 750,000 tons of toxic waste every year. Depleted uranium, jet fuel, pesticides. lead, and other chemicals too. Do you think it's a coincidence that the military emissions are often overlooked by climate studies? The Kyoto Protocol! That's why. There are actually very few things we can do that are as environmentally catastrophic as war. I think we all can see the irony that we fight these wars in order to get oil.
Oh my God.
But if we didn't fight these wars, we wouldn't need the oil. Not as much.
I will admit to you that watching this person spastically dance while uttering Noam Chomsky talking points is almost hypnotically bad. It is almost hypnotic. I would watch like a full hour of that. Would you not? Come on. Be honest. Watching this person gyrate, like Vincent D'Onofrio having their body occupied by an alien while explaining silliness about how we fight war.
Honestly, that guy gave me nightmares when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, that guy, Men in Black, I was scared as shit of that.
I wasn't.
Their body occupied by an alien while explaining silliness about how we fight wars for oil, which is strange because we didn't take any of the oil from Iraq. I was amused by that. I will admit. I found that wildly entertaining. I'm a big fan of that one. Okay, here we go. Here's an abortion one.
Life doesn't begin at conception. When does it begin?
It doesn't matter, Brandon. It's never mattered. At no point ever has it mattered whether it's just a clump of cells or a fully fledged person already accepted to Harvard University. It has never, ever mattered when life begins. The point is that a person cannot use another person's body without their permission. By forcing women to share their bodies with fetuses to keep them alive, you are actually suggesting that fetuses should have more rights than any other person in the world, and that people with uteruses should have less rights. If you want a fetus to have the same rights as other people, I hate to break it to you, but you be pro-choice.
Okay, so question. How did the baby get in there?
Seriously?
Did the baby just randomly attach itself to you? This actually is a fairly frequent example that's brought up by the philosopher Judith Thomson. She suggests the quote-unquote famous violinist problem. Okay, the famous violinist problem is a famous violinist is hit by a bus, and you are sedated. And when you awake, the famous violinist is linked to you by an IV that is keeping them alive. Are you allowed to pull out the IV? Okay, so there are a few problems with this. One, the famous violinist is not your child. If the famous violinist were your child, pretty strong moral case, no. And that does change based on the relationship with the child. Two, what if you took the action that led to the person being linked to you, which is generally the case in abortion, right? Leaving aside rape or incest. In the vast majority of cases, people who get pregnant do so because they took a voluntary action that led to the pregnancy. That is a predictable risk of having sex, regardless of whether you're using birth control. You know the risk that you are going to end up being impregnated.
That, young man, is how babies are made.
The question is not even whether you should decouple the baby from the uterus in most of these cases. In most of these cases, you're talking about a violent act. So if you had the violinist problem where you are linked via IV with the person, there's even a difference morally between you plucking the IV out of your arm and you getting up and stabbing the person in the head, dismembering them and flushing them down the toilet. We'll get to more of this torture, but first, using the internet without ExpressVPN, it's like walking your dog in public without securing the dog on a leash. Most of the time, you'll probably be fine, but what if one should do the same? Secure your online data today by visiting expressvpn.com/Ben. That's expressvpn.com/Ben. You can get an extra 3 months for free. expressvpn.com/Ben.
So I'm driving home from a chiropractor appointment. I never actually had it because I left. Because here's the deal. I show up, I'm in the parking lot, call them up. Oh, you don't have to call us ahead of time. Okay. So I go in, no signs up about masks. No one's wearing masks. I got mine on, but okay. But then I see it. An advertisement for somebody running for the local school board taped to the reception desk so everybody can see it. Bullet points are constitutional rights, freedom of choice, blah, blah, blah. Taped to the desk at a reception of a freaking doctor's office. I mean, okay, chiropractor, they're not really doctors. But still, what the hell? Why do I have to make the decision to leave the fucking office because you are an idiot?
What?
I am so fucking tired of this.
What the fuck is he even talking about?
Stop, don't come back.
My favorite thing is that he's super pissed off that it says things like, there's for a candidate, and it says constitutional rights on there, and I had to leave. I hate the Constitution. That was the most offensive thing on the poster? Really? Like, that's what drove you out of the office? Interesting. But you know what? He exercised his business judgment and left, and I'm sure there will be somebody else who is willing to take his space.
I'm wearing the pants, he's wearing the skirt, We're both gay. He's pregnant. I have 2 girlfriends. It's 2021.
Okay, this is like a really f***ed up algebra problem. I'm gonna need that again.
I'm wearing the pants. He's wearing the skirt. We're both gay. He's pregnant.
Okay, stop. That's the giveaway. Person in the purple hair is a woman. He is not a he. He's a woman. How do I know? Because women are the ones who get pregnant.
Oh man, you can't say that.
So here you have a woman who is saying that she is wearing pants, which many women do, and he, meaning she, is wearing a skirt. She is gay. The other one is also gay, so that sort of begs the question as to how the pregnancy occurred. I assume through some, well, I mean, I'm not going to make any assumptions. Not from her, right? I mean, clearly. She has 2 other girlfriends, but this isn't one of them because she's designating this one a he. So she has 3 girlfriends, but one of them calls herself a man.
I understand everything now.
So if the question was how many women are in this equation, the answer is 4. If the question is how long until our civilization collapses, the answer is 0. Yeah, no.
Hello, lovelies.
Gosh.
I just want to talk about people misgendering. It's okay if you misgender me. Just make sure you don't put your hands on me, or you might get hurt.
Good. I mean, honestly, like, more power to this human male.
Hey now.
Good. Seriously, good. Can this be our standard from now on? Like, this seems like an actual tolerant transgender person, right? I mean, like, if you misgender me, you make a mistake, and you offend me, or you use a biological pronoun, which is not actually misgendering, that's just using actual normal human language the way it's typically used. If you do that, as long as you don't actually put your hands on me, I'm good. This is like one of the more sane people we're seeing on TikTok right there.
I agree.
That was horrifying in every conceivable way. We are all stupider for having watched it. I hope that you enjoyed that more than I did experiencing it in real time. I feel as though each time we do one of these videos, the number of brain cells in my head decreases, and it's exponentially increasing. So I'm not sure how many more of these we can crank out before I lose full brain function and end up babbling into my gruel like the President of the United States.
Oh, he thinks he's running.
I'll keep bringing them to you. If you keep watching them, they'll continue torturing me. That's pretty much the calculus here. So leave a comment below, like, subscribe, if you wish to see my producers continue to subject me to cruel and unusual punishment from TikTok.
Damn.
You know, and there's people out there that have TikTok that choose to watch it. We are choosing to watch it, right? So. Good job. Good job, Ben.
Yeah, good job, Ben. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Head over to Ben Shapiro's channel. Show him some love. And keep your eyes out for Volume 5 because we'll be on it shortly. And, yeah, thank you all for being here. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Real reactions. We out of here. Oh, I lied. Real. We out of here.